Yeah, joining us now for tonight's big close-up is Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons. Director Lyons, thanks for joining us. We just heard the president say he'd use the Insurrection Act if he had to get things safe. Ultimately, we're looking at that, and we're saying to use the National Guard. My question to you is that the only method and means to protect ICE agents as they conduct their duty, or to protect these facilities as they detain people? Are there not other federal agencies or law enforcement apparatuses that have similar skill sets that can do the same job without having to maneuver this way?
Well, thanks, Joey. Yeah, first, the video you were showing was great because I was happy to see that the Illinois State Police has now come out and actually seen what we've had to deal with for the past month, right? Too many times we called local agencies to come assist us, and it just fell on deaf ears. So luckily, under this administration, we have that whole of government approach where we do have the ATF, DEA, the FBI that are out there with their special response teams, as well as our special response teams and our SWAT teams handling the situation. But until we really get the support of the state and locals, that's really key in this situation. And for me, seeing the Illinois State Police come to our aid and now have to battle these peaceful yet violent protesters, if you will, I think they now kind of see exactly what we've been having to deal with the past month.
Director Lyons, Tommy Lahren here. So Governor Pritzker is trying to laugh off the chaos in Chicago. Take a listen to this.
This is J.B. Pritzker reporting from war-torn Chicago. As you can see, there's utter mayhem and chaos on the ground. It's quite disturbing. The Milwaukee Brewers have come in to attack our Chicago Cubs. We've seen people being forced to eat hot dogs with ketchup on them. And our deep dish pizza, well, has gone shallow.
Yeah, so funny. But here's how President Trump is responding.
We're heading to Chicago because we want to save Chicago. Do you know they had over 4,000 people killed in Chicago over a short 4,000 people. And I have to watch this slob of a governor stand up and say that, well, everything's okay. We've got it under control. Then I have to listen to the mayor who's got a 5% approval rate, maybe less. He's an incompetent man. And the governor's an incompetent guy. He's a guy that was thrown out of his family business like a dog.
Only our president can put it so eloquently. I love listening to it. But on a very serious note, Director Lyons, what do you make of Governor Pritzker using attacks on your agents and our facilities as a punchline for his late-night jokes or as an attempted political come-up? How does that make you feel? How does that make the men and women who work for you feel?
You know, I've said it so many times, Tommy. It's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting to have an elected official poke fun at the fact that my officers, the brave men and women of ICE, who are out there every day, who had bounties on their heads in Chicago, in his city, right, where people were actually calling for the kidnapping and death of ICE agents and Border Patrol agents. And, we had every day, it seems like we're getting officers rammed, attacked, spit on. It's not a laughing matter. And unfortunately, the more that elected officials don't take this situation serious and don't take the violence against ICE officers serious, it's only going to get worse.
Director Lyons, I saw something that startled me. That was ICE arresting an Indian national, an illegal alien operating an 18-wheeler in Oklahoma. And you can see on your screen now, he was carrying a New York State-issued commercial driver's license that could also be used as a real ID. His first name was listed as, quote, no name given. That's literally a real ID he was arrested with. Meanwhile, ICE has arrested at least 91 illegals operating commercial vehicles following that deadly crash back in August in Florida. That was also an Indian national. Fortunately, in this latest no-name case, no one lost their life, but this has got to give a lot of pause and concern for people that we have a lot of illegal aliens out there that shouldn't be behind commercial vehicles.
Yeah, it's really scary, Griff. And, like you said, to see that on a driver's license issued by a state, no name given, and the worst part, there's a real ID star right up there in the corner. I don't know about you all, but it was like going through a security clearance for me to get my real ID. So I can't believe that we're giving illegal aliens who have no right to be here these driver's licenses. You have these sanctuary states that want to go ahead and try to just make it welcoming for these people that we don't know who they are. And again, these are CDL licenses. These people are transporting hazardous goods, materials at times, And in some cases, we don't know exactly what they're doing. And look how many American citizens have lost their lives because of individuals like that have these driver's licenses. You know, Homeland Security Investigations is dedicated to working with the other state police departments and our other federal agencies to make sure we get these IDs off the street and arrest these criminal aliens.
And Director Lyons, you guys have lots of work to do on the ground in Providence, but there's also quite literally issues in the air as well. DHS posted a warning on X in response to a flyer that was going around inviting people in Portland to, quote, laser tag tonight at 9 p.m., which encourages the public to fight against DHS by shining laser pointers at the agency's helicopters. Now, that is a felony, a federal felony that completely illegal. DOJ has been prosecuting people for doing this. There was an illegal alien in October who was charged and arrested for doing this exact thing. Can you talk about the relationship you have with DOJ in the sense that you have these agitators who are committing crimes against ICE agents, against Border Patrol, but then they have to be charged and held accountable by DOJ? So can you give us a little insight into how that partnership is working?
Yeah, thanks, Katie. Yeah, the partnership's amazing. DOJ is great. They're dedicated to making sure the men and women of Department of Homeland Security, especially in this case, the brave men and women of the CBP Air Marine units, are kept safe. You know, on September 30th, they arrested 4 illegal aliens, of all things, for shining lasers in the pilot's eyes. And that could take a Black Hawk down. The Rose City Antifa group is notorious for these type of flyers, where they even tell their group members to wear masks, to use alcohol to clean off the laser pointers, how to throw them away, not to get caught. So DOJ is working with us to identify those ringleaders in these larger groups to go ahead and take them out at the source.
Well, Acting Director Todd Lyons, thank you so much for joining us, bringing a lot of information. We're going to discuss it. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.